Williamson is 10 times the world champion. Bax and Stupilis, they've done it again. Unbelievable. Marvin van Lukener certainly deserves the red plate. And what an incredible sport this is. Fast, high and spectacular. Unbelievable.
The gates are down and away they go. Somebody over there, is that Jason Van Dalen? Yes, it is. But it's Prunier. Prunier known as this Benny Weiss. Benny Weiss, the Austrian. Checkered flag for Benny Weiss and Patrick Schneider.
I don't know what to say now. It's our first win.
The gate goes down. Watch Leo Barnes. It's Prunier. Left over the gate, but it's Koen Hermans. Koen Hermans getting the drop. 3 race wins in a row. It'll be for Koen Hermans and Ben van den Bergart. Hermans has got another rocket ship off the line. Down they go, round the inside. Look at Brett Wilkins and Joe Bellot on the inside of Hermans. Have they made a seat? They've taken the lead here. Oh, that is for sure. That's a massive crash. That is a massive, massive crash. Checkered flag for Koen Hermans, Ben van den Bergart. The double again.
Yeah, I see another Koen this year. Koen who wants to battle for the world title.
Down, we're well into 5 seconds. The gate will drop any minute. Away they go. And Brett Wilkinson right in the middle. He's got sandwich and he's had someone's turned over, but it wasn't Brett. It's Stuart Brown and Scott Graham who hit the front. Victory for Les Prunier. Félicitations. Absolutely amazing stuff.
What to say? Just a perfect race from the start to the end.
Now the gate's away and Brett Wilkinson gets a flyer in the middle. It's Brett Wilkinson, he gets a nudge. Stuart Brown, Scott Graham, and Hermans, who's on the outside. Stuart Brown and Scott Graham. Wilkinson thrown on the inside on Hermans, no. Couldn't get the drive down. Hermans alongside. Prunier has done enough here for overall.
After this, the crowd was just unbelievable. I could just not hear the engine. We made some mistake because of this, but it's just so positive. And thanks to them because the victory is a part of them.
Down goes the gate. And it looks like the Lille Barnes boys. The Lille Barnes boys have got the whole shot. Can they get it round the bend? 18 race competition. Prunier's alongside. And is he going to hold it over the jump? Lille Barnes. But Prunier showed his front wheel to the Latvians and now he's shown it at the back wheel, at the sidecar wheel. He's got it all the way through. Checkered flag for Kilian Evan Prunier. Prunier gets a flyer. Prunier, Kilian Evan Prunier get the flyer here. You've done it, boys. You have done it. Welcome to Lommel in Belgium for round 5 of the 2025 Championship. You looked back at the first 4 opening rounds there, and what a season we've had. But now we're here in totally different conditions. The deep sand of Lommel, it is really, really going to test the teams, I can tell you. And the championship comes here in good shape. And out at the track, we've got Gert van Verben, who's been having a look round with local hero Davy Sanders out on the sandy track of Lommel.
Well, Davy, we are here in Lommel. Sand or hard pack? What do you prefer?
I prefer more the hard pack, but if I more ride sand, I enjoy it more. So I have also a Dutch passenger. He learned me a lot already, so it will be no.
Yeah, especially we are in Lommel. It's really deep sand. The track will really be heavy. What do you think what your chances are? Now Marvin is gone. Oh yeah, he's got his illness. So you're the main Belgian guy. What do you think you're gonna do?
Yeah, I have no extra pressure because I'm the only Belgian rider. A good start is important here in the sand race, and we will see on the end of the weekend.
Okay. And do you like specific parts on the track here? Now we have a little bit new layout again. Is it some points that you are preferring?
It's similar, the same as last year. So last year was already good for passing another team. So Sunday is always, looking for other lines, but I think it's good for pass another team.
Well, we'll soon find out. And we've got some surprises here at Lommel. One very colourful guy is back, Julian Veldman. It's so great to be here in Lommel with the sun shining, but most of all, this smiling face. Julian Veldman is back, at least for this one meeting in Lommel, after a little while on the quads. Julian, you've done the quad racing, but now you are where it really belongs with you. The sidecars, fantastic. Good to see you.
That's what everyone's told me this weekend. You are finally back on the three-wheeler. That's where you belong. So I don't know. I have a lot of fun on the four-wheeler as well. So we will see if we belong here.
Well, I think you made your name and your reputation with sidecars. That's true. And you're entertaining, you're colourful, you're always smiling. You are an important piece of this jigsaw.
I think that everybody likes it. Otherwise, they don't want me back. So, quads is going well. And we did a few laps yesterday and felt like coming home. So, I don't know what to do.
You don't know, you sort of answered the next question really, but could this be something for the future? You found a passenger, at least for this week, that you know, respect and you work with well.
I got a message last week on Thursday from Glenn. You have the bike ready for the GP? I said, no, I don't know. Normally I've heard that he should ride with Prix, but no, it was not true. So I said, oh, then I will ask for a sidecar. And 5 minutes later, everything was done.
Well, Julian mentioned the German Tim Prümmer. He's here and he's been very good on the sand, certainly last year. Tim Prümmer's back here in Lommel, rode well last year, third place. Not really a sand man, but he now is. Tim, good to see you back, and you're back with Jarno, I gather.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty happy to be back with Jarno here on. For us it feels like home ground. Jarno is from 30 minutes from here, and I'm 1 hour away. So a lot of fans come here, and we're happy to be back in the sand.
A good result last year. I mean, you've adapted very well, and you've developed a sand technique. So you're looking forward to it, I guess.
Of course, we did the whole Dutch Championship last year and also several races in the Dutch Championship until now this season, and we will do some more. So we are addicted to the sand and love to ride it.
The championship for you this year, being realistic with your passenger problems, thought of the title has gone. So how will you approach the rest of the year?
We are looking for some fun, good race results, training, making everything ready. Now preparing already for next season. So we want to show what we can, but of course our season has gone different than we wanted.
Well, that might be, but there was a surprise last year, and that same surprise package is back here again for another try. Would you believe it? It hardly seems a year ago we were here with Etienne Bax in Lommel when he won the first race, runner-up in the second race, but what a result, what a comeback, Etienne. And now, 12 months later, you're back again. What brings you here?
Yeah, well, actually, it was, we were last week at a birthday party by Robin, by the mechanic, and they talked about it. Don't you want to ride in Lommel? I said, for me, it's not really necessary, but if you want to do it, let's do it. And this is why we did it, and of course we are looking forward to it, and we'll go for it. Again, same like last year, only the preparation. Yeah, we did one training last weekend, we did one training last Wednesday, so it's not like it has to be, but maybe on some experience we can still do some good things here.
You've now got you've had a successful business for a number of years. Your main focus now is work. You're the most prolific champion, 5 times world in the modern era, 9 titles in your own country. You've done it all, so nothing else to prove.
No, we have nothing else to prove, but still, you know, if you're a sidecar rider, it's for your life, and we're always happy to be back here in the paddock. You know, it's different than coming to watch the GP, so it's really nice, but we don't have to prove anything.
Quali Group A then, 15 riders, most of them on the front row, everybody fast starting from the hard left as you look at it. Bax is just one place in, Daniel Willemsen though is on the other side, but look at Bax streaking through, the shot from the drone, absolute perfection. Etienne Bax, but Daniel Willemsen got an absolute flyer as well. I think Davy Sanders was in there, no it wasn't, it was Brett Wilkinson. Brett Wilkinson and Joe Millard, a really, really good start for the left-handed sidecar pair out of the middle of the gate here. Bax from Willemsen, then it's Wilkinson and Millard in third place. There we go, those getting away. Then it's Tim and Sam Leffering. Tim and Sam Leffering up there, where was Koen Hermans? He was in the early stages of that front pack as well. But Etienne and Robbie Bax, this is what they did last year. Won their qualification race and won the opening Grand Prix race as well. Tim and Sam Leffering, number 75, moving alongside and jumping past Brett Wilkinson and Joe Millard, who then throw it into the left-hander, take the wider line round, and that's a deep, deep rut, and that allowed the Lefferings to ease away a bit. Can Brett pull anything back? Willemsen there still holding off Hermans. Tim Prummer and Veldman coming from further down the order, didn't get the best of starts. You can see Veldman there in 10th place in the caption. Stuart Brown, Scott Graham in 14th, Hodges and Henderson in 16th, and so on and so on. Lovely drone shots, but you can see already, with 5 minutes of racing gone, how strung out it is. Lefferings then, alongside the 10 times world champion and past, with Michael Gabor, the Czech passenger, helping Daniel Willemsen. They're slowing there though, they didn't make the best of that set of ruts, I can tell you. They are so deep already. We've got a strong support program here, so the track is in use all the way through. Benny Weiss, Patrick Schneider, 91. Race winners in Kremlin, much to their astonishment, but to the delight of everyone in the paddock, I have to say. Round the outside they go. Wilkinson and Millard still battling on though, but Weiss and Schneider have made their way past. Wilkinson and Millard. In the sunshine here, I can tell you it's very warm, and it's forecast to be even warmer on race day. There is Veldman and Glenn Janssens. Julian Veldman and Glenn Janssens fighting their way up. And they are really, really gaining hand over fist over everybody. They're past Wilkinson and Millard, so Veldman is charging hard. There, Benny Weiss going through. Wilkinson, Millard, there's Veldman. Veldman ahead now of the British crew. Tim Prummer, Jarno Stegmans, renowned sand specialists, but well, having not their best ride, but they are moving up. They're getting close to the sharp end now. The red plate of Koen Hermans, Ben van den Boogaard. They are now closing on the Lefferings, although the Lefferings are absolutely flying. They made their way past. Just see them going out of shot. Mike Hodges, Ryan Henderson, the number 13 crew. Left-handed sidecars not working too well here at Lommel this weekend, but making the best. Making the best of a bad job. Nearly over the front, got it crossed up on the ruts. Coming round though, convincing win here for the Bax brothers. Etienne and Robbie Bax victory in qualification Group A. Well, that was a terrific ride. The Leffering boys bring it home in second place. So the Lefferings very much at home on the sand. And why wouldn't they be? Home ground for them, they absolutely love it. Third place then for Veldman. A brilliant ride for the number 31 of Julian Veldman. He and Glenn Janssens, are they going to make it a permanent fixture? It would be so great to see them back. Confirmation, Bax, Leffering, Veldman. Koen Hermans, Ben van den Boogaard up to 4th. Prummer battled through to 5th, ahead of Wilkinson. Van der Lagermaat, Willemsen 8th. Devil Dare, Stuart Brown, always a good starter here, 10th.
I'm very happy because we did not practice any starts. We had no time for this, and directly it went good. So we took a whole shot, and that makes the life so much easier. And from there we could ride, but it was only 20 minutes. But I'm already tired, and tomorrow it's 2 times 30. So it will be a heavy day, but we're very happy with how it works. I'm so happy to have my old team back, and that everything works still the same like when we were racing every week. So I'm happy with my team, and let's hope that we can make some nice results for tomorrow.
Well, in Group B then, 18 riders, most of them, well, pretty much all of them on the front row, but look over on the right-hand side, Kerbin's over there, and that is the quickest line. And my golly, look how quick it is from that side as well. That's a fantastic start for Justin Kerbin and Dion Rietman. Adrian Petter got a flyer, the Leeuwardis boys very much in that, but it's Davy Sanders and Jens Vincent in second place. The 109 Belgian crew, they did the track walk with us with Kurt van Verven. And, or rather Davy did, so the hope and the reputation of the Belgians are on his shoulders this weekend in the absence of Marvin van Luken. But already out in front, it's amazing there, Adrian Petter still holding that good place. Second place he got, and he's hanging on to it, and you can just see ahead of you, there goes Kerbin just out of sight, and Sanders. So Petter is in third place here, I beg your pardon. Davy Sanders in second place. Leeuwardis now closing down Adrian Petter. Leeuwardis twins alongside over the jump, they're on the outside line. Not easy to cross the ruts here, but they've done it. They've taken the place from Adrian Petter and got in the rut they needed to get round the corner. Daniel Bruno Leeuwardis, good in the sand. They've got their mojo back a little bit, I think, now, from the early part of the season. Stefan Wise, Han van Hal, the 418 crew. They are the next to pass the German pairing. Hand in the air from Han van Hal, thank you very much. And away we go. Hope we didn't inconvenience you too much. This is sidecar motocross, not knitting. But there you go. Fantastic stuff from these crews in these very, very adverse conditions. The ruts are so deep. A full support program, as I say. There's been a lot going on. Kilian Evon Prunier not having a very happy weekend. They are self-confessed, not sand specialists. So it'll be damage limitation for them, but they are second in the standings, and they are multiple French champions, leading the championship at the moment. When we get to hardpack, they will be back in their own environment, but they're doing the best they can here, just struggling around with it, and you can see how unhappy they are. They've got to get it out of the rut, because the Verhees boys, 141, had their sidecar wheelie in there, and they were all over the place. Meanwhile, though, Kilian Evon Prunier battling on, and they are just outside the top 10, with 8 minutes left before a 2-lap board comes out of this 20-minute qualification race. Points for the top 5 in qualifying, I remind you. There, Gert Gordiev with Frank Mulders, number 72, and they're the Verhees boys, having extricated themselves from that very deep rut. Boyd and Per Verhees. There they are, the 141. Big local following for them, of course. We're only just a couple of kilometres away from the Dutch border. Well, not quite, but very close. Oh, goodness me. That's tricky. Frank Mulders going over there, and there the checkered flag, start to finish, from Justin Kerbin and Dion Rietman. What a ride that was. Brilliant. Start to finish. Couldn't do better. Leeuwardis boys bring it home in second, ahead of Stefan Wise and Han van Hal. On the board then, there it is, Sanders relegated to fourth, but a good start for he and Jens Vincent. Jake Brown, Chris Booth, didn't see them much in that, but they finished fifth. What a fight back from a lonely start from the British crew. Petter and Hoffman.
Yeah, the sand is... if you come from the Netherlands, you don't have explained the sand language. It's so and special with Stefan. He knows it. He perfect gear, perfect setup for the bike, and then everything's going well, and then you drive the fastest lap, lap after lap, and hunting Sanders. So that's nice. So it would be nice if it is tomorrow to say, of course, but I don't know.
At every Grand Prix this season, any new riders get introduced to the FIM officials. They have a little bit of a pep talk. They're made to feel welcome, and it's all part of it. We call it New Kids on the Block. They get to learn the ropes, the rules, and the way it will work at the Grand Prix. I'm with two gentlemen here from the host nation. It's their first GP, but I'll get them to introduce themselves. You, sir, you're the driver. Your name?
Bert Soetert.
And you're the passenger?
Lloyd Bigart.
Okay. The Lommel circuit. Have you raced here in national events?
No, ever.
Your first time?
Yes.
And how about you? Were you here?
Also first time. Never been here.
Looking at the track, you're obviously used to deep sand. What do you think?
Oh, it's a heavy track here, I think. Yeah.
They also get instruction on the flags as well. I have two more local riders, two Belgian riders here, a driver and passenger. I'll ask them to introduce themselves. Your name, sir?
Yuri van Malderen.
That's a good one for me. Yuri van Malderen. I think I can get there. And Tony?
Tony Kramer.
That's much easier for me, Tony Kramer. You've just come through the briefing with the FIM and the officials. Did you find it useful?
Yeah, it's very useful.
I think it needs to be said, it's your first GP, right?
Yes, my first GP on FIM.
Okay, and what do you think of the pressure and the wait till we get to tomorrow, I suppose, really, but were you at Lommel before?
Yeah, I was here 3 years ago. I ride with Artis de Volder in the GP class. So last year I was here, 2 years ago I was here for the Dutch champions.
You're a veteran.
And the support race, yeah.
You're a veteran.
Quite veteran, yeah.
And you were never here before?
Yeah, last year I was here from the Nevenriks. And we was third on the podium here. Dus yeah, now we go look for the GP.
We've met one of these gentlemen before. Guy Barrick rode with Daniel Willemsen 2 weeks ago, I think, in Gdansk. Tim is the driver, so they're Dutch, right?
Yeah.
Dutch brothers, and another pair of Netherlanders, so you're obviously used to the sand.
Yeah, of course. We like the sand. So.
Tell me more.
Yeah, we like the sand, and we will try our best tomorrow, and we will see what's the result.
Did you as a driver ever do 30 minutes before GP race?
No, only in practice we tried 30 minutes, but not on a race.
And guys, how was it with Daniel? You said you had a leg problem, so that came back.
Yeah, that came back with time practice, and then I say we go to qualify and we see Sunday how it goes. But with the warm-up on Sunday, I feel immediately that my knee not can hold it, so we say we are not going to drive. So I want to keep the knee really good for today, because with Daniel was only a learning process for now with him.
Well, those are some of our new kids on the block, but here's another pair for you. It's not very often we get new teams from the UK, but we've got Jack Rogers and Ryan Beavis here, who are currently lying 5th in the British Championship, having jumped up the table in the last 3 years. So here you are, first GP, not first GP, you did Fox Hill, that's right, yeah?
Yeah, Fox Hills was a bit of an experience for us. First time on the world circuit, and it was a bit of an eye-opener, to be honest.
First time in the sand though here?
Yeah, first time in the sand.
And Ryan, Fox Hill and Lommel could not be more different, could they?
No, completely different circuit, yeah. Fox Hills, big jumps, big hills. Here, no jumps, no hills, just sand. So yeah, it's gonna be a different experience.
Race day then at Lommel, 2 Grand Prix races, 30 minutes plus 2 laps, and at the beginning of the day, of course, everyone gets to meet the officials, the riders, the superstars, some special guests. Who knows? You know, all sorts of people turn up at these motocross meetings, and you meet the most interesting and fascinating people. And I bumped into one, a man from one of the factory teams, Husqvarna. I'm here with Rasmus Jurgensen. He is the team manager of Nestan Husqvarna Factory Racing. Obviously, Etienne Bax has been wearing these colours for the last 2 seasons. Sidecar motocross, very different from MXGP, of course, but Etienne does a good job, right?
Yeah, he does. Like you said, he's come a few times to the workshop and hung out, and we helped him wherever we could. And I now had the chance to come over here. I really live just 5 minutes on a bicycle from here, and we had a free weekend. I wanted to come out for the first time to see sidecar racing. It's definitely different.
It is very different, but I think the important thing for you as a manufacturer's team is to cross over and identify with sidecars, and you've done exactly that with Etienne.
Yeah, sure. We, like I said, it was also there was a relation, you know, and we wanted to help wherever we could, and he came up with a good idea which we could pass on to the factory, and you know, it's a complete different sport in the end of the day, but you can really make a connection for sure. So I'm enjoying it.
Well, here's how they line up then. The 30 for Grand Prix Race 1 here. The 9th race on our calendar, and that will take us to the halfway point when this is done and dusted. Brett Wilkinson didn't really get that much for qualifying. He's in the middle of the bunch there. He'll start from the front row, I can tell you that. Prunier boys, well, they're in deeper trouble. Pre-race tension. It's hot here, very hot in Lommel. And the nerves are jangling, I can tell you. Both sides of the fence. Well, that appears to be the place to go for Justin Kerb and Dion Rietman. Hard right alongside them, Etienne Bax. So that is the shortest distance to the left-hander at the end of this very short start straight. And you would think then that that is the place to be. It looks like it. Left rinks. And of course, you know, sometimes I don't mean poke fun, but I comment on this gardening thing. But here it's so important in Lommel because the start is everything in this deep sand. The Little Bardis boys getting into their position. 31 there, Julian Velman, Glenn Janssens, good to see them here. Then it's Koen Hermans and Ben van den Boogaard. If they get the launch out of the gate, get their noses in front, then they can jostle for position going into the left-hander. Stefan Weyers there. Right over on the far side, Daniel Willemsen. You can see him right against the fence on the hard left as you look against it. And there, moving further along, Brett Wilkinson, about 5 outfits in from him with Jake Brown. There, Tim Prumer. 109, Davy Sanders and Jens Vincent. Just to the right of the start gate, Marshall, as they look at it. There's Jake Brown. Jake Brown and Chris Booth on for the weekend. Brett Wilkinson, Joe Millard. 2 left-handed sidecars there. Well, they're going to be coming from the middle of the front row. Frank Mulders, Mark van Deutekom, sand specialist. You can see he's got the webbing or the tape around the front mudguard to keep as much sand out of their faces as they can. Tom van der Lagermaat, Robbie de Vena, and Boyd Verhees and Per Verhees. Van der Lagermaat also has got the sand guard on, the front mudguard. And there, extreme left, Daniel Willemsen and Mikael Gabor, his Czech passenger. "15 seconds in, into 5 seconds. The gate will go any minute. Watch from the left. That's where the fast man. But look at Willemsen. Look at Willemsen coming from the extreme right. And he's going to go all the way around the outside. Yes, he does. Can he get the sprint up alongside Justin Kerben there? It's Etienne Bax, though, in second place. But Willemsen has got the drop from Etienne Bax. Then it's Justin Kerben and Dion Rietman. The old master out of the gate. You wouldn't have thought it, would you, from the right-hand side? What a fantastic start for Daniel Willemsen. 30 minutes plus 2 laps then for these guys to do. And already Willemsen and Etienne Bax, with Robbie Bax, of course, in the sidecar, stretching out a bit of a gap there. I don't know who's gone into third. Was that Davy Sanders or was it Koen Hermans? Koen Hermans, the red plate. Koen Hermans, Ben van den Boogaard up the inside of the left rinks there. So into third place. Kerben now in 5th from what looked like being a terrific start. Then the Little Bardis boys. Then it's the 418 of Stefan Weyers. Oh, wow. What a start, Willemsen, and he's still heading back. 5 minutes of racing already gone in this heavily edited race, of course, because to do 30 minutes plus 2 laps, but look at the speed. Etienne Bax has got along the back there, so they now lead. The Bax brothers are in front. Willemsen going with him. Tim and Sam left ring. So where's Hermans gone? Where has Hermans gone? Hermans was running strongly in the early stages. Now Lefferink going past Daniel Willemsen in pursuit of Etienne Bax. Tim and Sam Lefferink. Sand specialists, of course, the brothers. So we've got two pairs of siblings at the front of the race. But look at Willemsen going in there. No quarter arse, none given. Very unceremonious that from Daniel. But he's riding with all the tenacity, all the verve and all the aggression that he had when he lifted his titles. But now Kerben Dion Rietman coming past Willemsen. Willemsen will look over the shoulder to see if anyone else is coming up the inside. Was that Hermans or was that the Lille Bardis boys? Brett Wilkinson, Joe Millard up to 6th. Great start by Etienne Bax, of course. And now the Lefferinks are ahead of Etienne Bax. So 10 minutes of racing gone. And we've had drama already. There the red plate of Hermans still running. And now comes Wilkinson. Wilkinson and Millard with Hermans. Our caption across the bottom showing the tail enders, but no mistaking the leader, Tim and Sam Lefferink, at almost half distance here, are leading Etienne Bax. Waiting for the caption to change as the riders fight on track in very, very hot conditions here. The sand digging out, the ruts digging out. It's always such a tough place to be. And there, Brett Wilkinson, Joe Millard, right on the back of Koen Hermans now. So Koen Hermans has had some misfortune, but he's fallen back into the clutches now of Brett Wilkinson. The battle for 5th place very much alive then, with Hermans currently in that position. Kerben up there, Wilkinson. Veldman is coming hard now. Veldman, there he is. Veldman is on the back of Koen Hermans. Julian Veldman, Glenn Janssens. And unless I'm mistaken, they have gone past Koen Hermans with 10 minutes of racing. Julian Veldman, Glenn Janssens, now in pursuit of Brett Wilkinson and Joe Millard, who are in 4th. Veldman fighting very, very hard here. Into the closing stages now of this race. 7 minutes here. Final up. Bax ahead. Bax is ahead. And the Lefferinks look to be bringing it home in 2nd. Etienne Bax. Is it going to be checkered flag for him? Yes, indeed it is. The Bax brothers win the opening race here at Lommel, and they could not be more delighted. Tim and Sam Lefferink equally pleased. So the two brotherly pairings, 1st and 2nd. It's going to be 3rd place for Justin Kerben when he makes it across. Justin Kerben, Dion Rietman, 3rd for the number 7 crew, and a 4th place, but a bit further down the order, for Brett Wilkinson and Joe Millard, keeping their championship position well and truly alive. An awful lot of back markers here. Bax, Lefferink, Kerben, that's the top 3. Wilkinson did indeed. Veldman, what a fight he had from a lowly start. Hermans, Lille Bardis, well, damage limitation for Hermans. And the Prunier boys still in the points, but they needed to do better.
Yeah, I'm just very happy, you know. After 10 minutes of racing, I maybe because of the tension, I was very tired. I could replace myself, stay behind the other riders and look the lines. Then 5 minutes later, it was going again and we could take back. So very happy, very thankful to the team and to all the supporters who are here around us again. And hopefully we can make a nice result in the second moto.
To be honest, the most difficult thing is all the traffic that we get into, because I think we had the speed to win, but we messed up the whole shot, so that's a loss. But then both guys rode really well in front of us, so yeah, we couldn't find a position to pass, but it's not easy.
Well, plenty of drama there. Rietman not happy with third. If they got the whole shot, it could have been different. He said, the heat has gone up in intensity. It is very, very warm. How they do it, I have no idea, but they've got to do it again for another 30 minutes. Race 2, just around the corner. Same positions for Kerben, same position for Bax, same position for Levering. Well, why wouldn't they? The Ilbardis boys there as well. So they know that it worked for them last time, and can Willemsen pull off yet another amazing start from that side of the track? Well, we shall see. Wilkinson, of course, will be somewhere in the middle. A good ride for them, I can tell you. What a result for them. 4th place in race 1. Well, can they improve on that? Only time will tell. Koen Hermans there alongside the Ilbardis boys. And Davy Sanders has moved across a little bit more this time, coming the other side of the start gate operator. Steven Myers and Van Hal in the hot seat. The 418 crew. Away from Jens Vincent, very confident young man, but by God, he's done a good job with Davy Sanders, the 109 crew, that's for sure. Willemsen again, lining up over on that far side. Brett Wilkinson alongside again Jake Brown. You can see them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 outfits in. The left-handed sidecars then not faring too well here, but pretty respectable. Julian Velman right next door to the start operator's box. And Tim Prummer, Jarno Stegmans, a bit of a wave for us. Jake Brown and Wilkinson. Joe Millard comparing notes with Jake Brown. Really experienced, vastly experienced passenger. Joe Millard. Frank Mulders again on that side. The beauty of being alongside a right-hand sidecar is they tend to go the other way. Brett Wilkinson, of course, is playing on safe ground, really, because both those chairs will go left, both Jake Brown and his. Although the object of the exercise is to get up there as fast as you can in a straight line. But by definition, a sidecar outfit does tend to pull one way or the other, depending on which side the sidecar is. But the driver has an automatic switch in his brain, which puts on a bit of corrective lock. Watch the gate then, away it goes. From this side, we'll be looking for Etienne Bax to get a flyer. Justin Kerben gets a really good start here. And where is Bax? Where is Willemsen? Let's try and pick them out as they go round. Was that Kerben? Looked like Kerben who got the flyer here. Well, we'll soon find out. I couldn't really see from the gate who was what, but we'll very quickly get an idea of who's doing it. It was indeed Justin Kerben and Dion Rietman took the flyer. Brett Wilkinson and Joe Millard in second place here. What a start for the British crew. That's amazing for them. Brett Wilkinson, Joe Millard, and they are alongside and in front of Etienne Bax, who's pushing hard in third. Then it's the Lefricks in fourth. Then that looks like Koen Hermans in 5th place. Did Hermans get a good start? And the red plate holder is the... Oh, look at that traffic jam on the inside of the bend there. Who's going to be caught up in that? Well, I can't see from here, but there are about 7 outfits all stuck down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, certainly 6. Oh, that is a traffic jam and a half. But Brett Wilkinson is clear. He and Joe Millard are chasing hard. Koen Hermans going with him. Number 3, the red plate holder on the inside. Koen Hermans, Ben van den Bogart. 5 minutes of racing gone here. Neck and neck with Brett Wilkinson and Joe Millard. And that Husky is pulling so hard round there in the outside line. Yellow flags being waved. So a little bit of something going on further up the track. Hermans is on the back of Tim and Sam Leffering. We've got a race and a half at the front of the pack here now. Where is Bax? Bax is out there though. Bax is trying hard. Well, Leffering's looking, what's going on? They're in pursuit now of... There is Bax. There is Bax. The Bax brothers. At the front of the race, it's still Justin Kerben. Justin Kerben, the number 7. But there's a really fantastic scrap going on now. Deep into the race. Just over 10 minutes of racing remaining. And who's that? That's the Lefferings kicking up sideways. That's done them no good whatsoever. Tim and Sam Leffering in all sorts of trouble. Bax then fighting past has got the better of the left rinks, who are getting caught up in all sorts of problems here with the back markers now. But that's what happened when you get crossed up on a rut. Up will come the sidecar. You can get in all sorts of trouble. I don't care who you are. It's very difficult. Tim Pruma, Janusz Stegmans, they're in a strong place as well. Looking to be in about... Oh no! Kerbin's had an incident and it's stopped. It's just so hot it won't fire up again. Justin Kerbin, Dion Rietman, with 2 laps coming up. So on their third from last lap, Kerbin and Dion Rietman have had a problem here, and they are out of the running. Justin Kerbin, from leading the race, is out of the running. Koen Hermans now closing down the left rinks. The Lil Bardis boys having a good ride here. Etienne Bax, though, well, must think all his birthdays have come at once here. On the final lap, Etienne Bax is having a fantastic dream weekend here at Lommel. Just having gone past the Austrians as well. Benny Weiss, Patrick Schneider. Final lap then for the Bax brothers. You could not write the script, could you? Absolutely brilliant. The 1 lap board out, the blue flags being waved. And we're waiting now for Etienne Bax to take the checkered flag, and he's done it. The Bax brothers have taken victory here again. No, they haven't. Well, they have on paper. They've gone over the line first, so that's victory. But it's Hermans stricken. Well, it's all happening here, I can tell you. And they don't want any help, I can tell you either. Hermans waving, no. Ben van den Berg are absolutely disconsolate. But winner, Etienne Bax, double victory. Well, what a day, what a weekend it's been in Lommel. Overall classification then, Etienne Robbie Bax, victory here in Lommel. Left rinks, Wilkinson on the podium, fantastic for them. Stefan Weyers up there as well. What a result for Stefan Weyers. Poor Kerbin, that big retirement has cost him dear. Prunier boys though, they're still in the hunt and they will keep their place in the championship. Well, what's Brett Wilkinson got to say? What a result for the British crew.
Crazy, such a hot day, and really happy to get another podium for this year and then close the gap a little on the front, so yeah.
How do you enjoy riding in the sun?
To be honest, I prefer it more than the hard pack, so it's a little bit strange from a man from England, but yeah, I like it.
He's good in the sand, Tim and Sam Lefrink as well. What a day though for the youngsters. Terrific result, first podium.
Yeah, it feels amazing. Our first podium. Yeah, I have no words for it. But yeah, the riding was. It feels really good all, and yeah, we had some less from lappers, but yeah, second place. What can I say?
But to come back after another year away without riding and to take victory here in Lommel, Etienne Bax, he's a machine. He and his brother. What a brilliant performance.
Yeah, you know, really unexpected. We did not expect this 2 weeks ago, and I'm really happy that we can make this result. We won the qualifying race and 2 heat races, so yeah, could not be better. And I'm so happy for the team. We worked really hard this week. Only 1 week, but we worked really hard. And yeah, now we can celebrate, and now it's really the end.
Well, those are the points, and let me tell you, Prunier still holds on to second place, and it's a remarkably close thing with Brett Wilkinson right up his exhaust pipe. Kerbin there drops to fourth, left rink, Lil Bardis. However, there's a twist in the tail. Etienne Bax was deemed to have passed on a yellow flag in that second race and was docked 2 places, so the left rinks became overall winners, and they didn't even know. We move on to Strasbessenbach. From me, Barry Nutley. Hope you've enjoyed this one from Lommel. It was sensational. Join us again. Williamson is 10 times the world champion. Bax and Stupilis, they've done it again. Unbelievable. Marvin Van Lukener certainly deserves the red plate. And what an incredible sport this is. Fast, high and spectacular. Unbelievable.